Hello. One after another, everyone made their way into the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we all stop this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Alright then. What did you discover? By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of blood, flesh and fat. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've ever encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated.
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm going to barf just hearing what you described.
But I mean, what the hell happened in that room? I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there?
Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up! Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Huh? You're thinking the same thing then, my theory is. The mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago? Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body at Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true, that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's also awful.
No, not just awful, super awfully awful.
They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard of something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Hey Byakuya, it seems like Kyoko wants to say something? So, why are you telling me? Well, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever? Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in all of your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Yeah, seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking.
Okay, so what did you want to tell us?
Well, I was in the classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife?
Whoa, that thing is huge! It's like Rambo size.
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in the classroom? How would I know? What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife lying around.
I'd rather have it laying there around than in the hands of a serial killer.
Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have a knife, what are we going to do with it?
We can't let Kyoko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous.
So what should we do?
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Then that's it! Hold on, don't I get a say?
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask.
Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Kyoko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job.
Huh? Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you! I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel so strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no.
Whenever I look at Kyoko these days, it makes me feel sad. Okay then, what do you have to offer? Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found that one more thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed? You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe? Huh? What about the pickaxe?
Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. And the words crazy diamonds had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy diamonds? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's right, I remember! It was on Mondo's uniform. On the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamonds.
You're absolutely right.
But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right? But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo.
Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what? What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
How are you going to use a lawnmower to call for help?
I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Oh god. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. And we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet.
I don't think it was ever possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been.
Okay. Fuck off, bitch. I want to talk to the other weirdo. Stupidly large plant. Monokuma said that was called the Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful. It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm sure it's different from the ones that live in the pipe, though. What? Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that? You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know.
Of course not, because idiots never get wet.
I think they're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
Oh, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
I love her, she's sassy. Well, there's a big garden, blah blah blah, and chicken coop.
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right?
That's right, 5. 5 chickens. Ha.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Cause there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Yeah, well, he's not wrong.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to be kinda Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all of the windows, just like everywhere else. Which means there's no chance to escape the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school.
What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has.
Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school.
All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it.
Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we could not access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
If this were like a cliché horror game, I'd say there'd be some kind of creature. The final boss or tyrant or...
We're not in a horror game though.
Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said, is probably right.
No, how I said it is right too. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out. Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling with your head? If your head gets any bigger.
So, what is it you want to figure out?
Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right?
Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us.
Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right?
It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion, so Kyoko, it's about time you told us.
I can't.
What? Why can't you?
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What do you mean?
Because I don't remember. I have no memory of what I am.
You have no memory? You mean...
amnesia?
If I thought you had any sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. You can't be serious right now, can you?
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything. But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
What are you going to do? Torture me?
Nothing so barbaric as that. I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Limit my options?
Give me the key to your room.
But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking the school regulation.
And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy, all she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on, a threat like that.
Fine, I understand.
Good, you're finally in the mood for a conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him. You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that. Maybe she really did lose her memory.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
The worst school? Where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that?
Huh?
Can you really be so sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things?
What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without saying a word walked away.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room. What's her deal? I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying all that. You're getting too noisy again, Kyoko. Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing or of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but... what was Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, this situation? It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. Okay. What? What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? Cause look! Hello? It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry! Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious! They stole it. Your precious? Your teacher had such faith in you, and this is how you repay me? With betrayal? Reality really is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless. And he's gone. What the heck was that all about? He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Okay. Uh-oh. We need to get out of here. We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your room, do not go wandering around. Not like we need you to tell us that. Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away this knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Is there something I can do? Something I can... Bing bong! As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell?
Kyoko?
ね
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there.
Hey, wait, Kyoko? Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go.
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
そう
Indeed. Well
じゃ
then,
あ
let me get straight to the point.
It's something you can't talk about in front of surveillance cameras, right? So, does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
That's right.
So I was right. But what did you steal?
I stole this.
A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
From the headmaster's room.
What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
で
The
も
lock was broken.
What?
It was Sakura. She did it for us.
She did?
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you.
So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
そう
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within.
She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
ええ
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But I just strolled into the room. But if I had just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away. So I used you as a decoy.
So you asked me to meet with you at the data center in order to...
そう
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room as a result. I found this key.
Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
戦場
Fourth time we've seen this.
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生
Obviously not in this episode.
超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生戦場ムクロに気をつけて
Did you find out about this Makoto Ikusaba while you were there?
ええ
I did find a file in the headmaster's room and that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Makuro Ikusaba is dangerous.
Dangerous.
She may very well be the mastermind.
Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that.
What?
I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
To take such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But, if it isn't the headmaster, doesn't that mean Makoto Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
とにかく
Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we cannot let it go, can we?
Sure, but I mean, what's this key unlock?
それは
I don't know that yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again, while I go and find out.
Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in? Again?
You can! That's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention. But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us. But they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky. Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last time. But, as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then that may prove blah blah blah, whatever. Then it wasn't just luck. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but want to help her, I guess. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail, I don't think you need to worry all that much after all. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought. I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still have to be able to prove or disprove the hypothesis. What? In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what? In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason to not do it, right? But if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, then it's a risk we need to take, am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I'd never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something happens to me. If something happens? I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing. Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that. Yes, of course. Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind could find out, right? Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else? It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily. Okay, then shall we begin? I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot. I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time.
And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time? Was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away? No. Everything's going to be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work.